No, you gotta be looking at the water. Both of y'all look at the water.
Damn! 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 Damn!
What's going on, guys? Tanner Flowers here, and right now in my hometown of Cleveland, Tennessee, we are having a record-breaking week of rainfall. I mean, it is coming down like crazy, and I'm getting ready
to go inspect another crawl space. Damn!
Okay, guys, this particular subdivision right here behind me, all this ground slopes towards the back, and all of this water that gets collected in this subdivision makes its way towards the back. There's actually a creek back there, and we're headed to the very back. When I told my friend about that, she said, Tanner, my house just happens to be in the very back, and that's where we're going now. And before we even get there, let me go ahead and insert some before footage right now. And I'd like to point out right now, just because you don't see any standing water does not mean there has not been standing water. I'd like for you to focus on top of the plastic. Anytime you see that dirt residue all over it like that, you know water has been there, because once the water exits, it will leave that dirt residue just like you're seeing on top of the existing poly. It's easy to see how wet the ground was as well whenever I pull that plastic back in those photos and show you just how saturated the ground actually is. And as you continue seeing more wetness, we are slowly making our way back towards the crawl space entry, where I'm about to continue doing our finished French drain install and sump pump video. And here we go. And as we're making our way back here towards the crawl entry now, look how wet and muddy this ground is. Like I told you guys, we are in the very, very back of the subdivision now. There is a creek that runs right along all through here, and every bit of this water coming in from behind me back towards that road is making its way this way and right towards that area there. Say what? Can I help you? Can you not? Come on, man, we gotta get this door open. We got people waiting to see inside this bad boy.
Move out of the way. Nope.
That is a hard one.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Open that door up, buddy, and take everybody inside, and let's show everyone what's going on inside this crawl space. So as soon as we get inside this crawl space, guys, I'm going to pan right over here to the foundation's edge. Look very closely at this layer of drainage gravel that you see going all the way around this inside perimeter, and all of this is being channeled right over here to our sump pump basin. And if we slide this lid off the basin now and look inside down here, you will see the water that is making its way inside this basin. You will also see our French drain lines coming inside the basin, one here and one here. And that line right there is a 4-inch perforated pipe going all the way around this crawl space, which will go all the way around in just a second and show it all to you, making its way all the way back around to right here. There's nearly 200 feet of perforated pipe inside this French drain line. And as the water level inside this basin rises, it will trip that float switch right down there, engaging the sump pump, which will send this water up this line and outside the home, where it is no longer a problem inside this crawl space. All right, now that we've gotten the lid back on our basin, let's go ahead and start going around this foundation of this crawl space and taking a look at this French drain line that we've got all the way around this inside perimeter.
I got something to say to every single one of you. If you ain't gonna do it right, then there ain't no business in doing it in the first place. God almighty, tell them, Cayman. It makes me so sick.
Take a look at how much drainage gravel we've put inside this crawl space.
Take a look how much.
No. Take a look at how much drainage gravel we've put inside this crawl space.
Take a look inside this crawl space.
Take a look at how much drainage gravel we've put inside this crawl space.
Take a look inside this crawl space how much drainage.
Come on, guys. You get the point. Take a look, guys. We're coming up on the back corner of this house right now. We're getting ready to make a left and make our way up towards the front of this house where the water was actually coming in to start with. So let's go ahead and make our way up towards the front of the house now. keep in mind, we hope to return in the next few months and do all of our signature crawl space encapsulation work underneath this house. Hey, do you got to make so much noise, dude? Are you just trying to make it so that the people have a hard time hearing me? Then what are your intentions? What are you doing under here?
Crawling.
Here comes you guys all a little moisture lesson real quick for crawl spaces. Just because you're getting rid of the standing water inside the crawl space does not mean you are getting rid of the moisture problem. But whenever you are dealing with a standing water issue, you must address the standing water problem first before we can even talk about beginning any of our famous crawl space encapsulation work. And we're making our way down the front side of the home now. Let me go ahead and do you a little favor here, Sarah, and lift this plastic back just to give you a quick view of your drainage line going all the way down the front of the home. Look, guys, look at that water line. See all that wetness going all the way down through here? Like I told you back there, this is where the water was actually coming inside the home and making its way back towards the crawl space entry where we first came in. And if you'll look overhead here, you'll notice how some of this insulation is already starting to fall. What happens, guys, is this absorbs moisture from within this crawl space, and what it will do, it will continue getting heavier and heavier until it starts sagging, as you're seeing right here in front of us, until it eventually falls completely down on the ground. You see how wet that wall is to your right, Cayman?
Yeah.
At the bottom of it, that's where a lot of this water was coming inside this home. And now that water, you can't see it, of course, because now that water that was coming in is going right into that drain line and being channeled over there to that sump pump basin where we started this video at inside the crawl space. Pretty tight fit up there, huh?
I hate your job.
You hate my job?
Yes.
You know who did a lot of this work?
You.
Your daddy, Tito.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think? Well, if you want, tell Tito. Tito's probably watching this video. What do you got to say to Tito right now?
Thank you.
And how good of a work is Tito and Mike doing together?
Amazing.
What a team, huh?
Yeah.
How much do you love Tito?
But there's not a number.
He's our favorite. And I'd like to add real quick, guys, this is not just simply drainage gravel with a perforated pipe with a sock around it. Once they get these trenches dug right here, we then go in with our drainage fabric and we line that entire trench with that drainage fabric. From that point, our perforated pipe with the sock around it goes on top of that drainage fabric. We then backfill with our drainage gravel, put our flaps over the top of that of our drainage fabric, and then once again backfill over that fabric with our drainage gravel, and what is left in the end is what you're seeing here.
Dad, look, here's a piece of the drainage fabric you were just
Where?
Right here.
What is it?
Drainage fabric.
Oh, you can see the drainage fabric?
Yeah, and
Yeah, there you go, guys. There's you a shot of the drainage fabric that is actually down inside this entire trench. So myself and my little miniature crawl space crew are headed back towards the entry of the crawl space now. I'll pull this poly back just to give you another shot. Check it out. All the way down, just like I told you, going around this entire inside perimeter of this crawl space. Once again, there is no longer a worry about any standing water concerns inside this particular crawl space. And the only thing left to be done now is to correct the moisture problem entirely and do our encapsulation service.
I hope you learned about something in this video. You got a choice though. You can get it done the best, or you can get it done like all the rest. Who do you choose? Dun, dun, dun. If you enjoyed watching this video, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and put a like. Bloopers. And if you like this video, comment down below, drop a like, and push that subscribe button. And you know, we'll talk to you again in the next video.
Somebody turn it up to 10 real quick before I got to do this clip.
And if you like this video, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and And don't forget, we'll talk to y'all in the next video.
I'm doing my best to teach them, guys. Here, guys, come on. You gotta get everybody in the shot. All right, you in the shot? Everybody looking? Everybody got their smiley face on? Everybody got their positive vibes going? Can you feel the positivity, guys? And it goes a little something like this. If you've enjoyed watching this video, just like I know you enjoy watching every single video that we put out on this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. Drop us a like, leave us a comment below, and you already know, baby, we're going to talk to every single one of you again in that next video. Boom! And that's how it's done. Talk to you next time, baby. We're out. Clean your boots off right here or something. Try to get all that mud off your feet, guys, before we get back in the truck.
Your job is the fucking worst.
My job is the worst.
Yeah. Well, it gets so like you. I'm not a big fan of mud.
You're not a big fan of mud? No. I don't think anyone is. I think that's one of the main reasons everyone hires us to do this work for them. Look at this insulation that you got on the back of your jacket here. We got to go home and get you guys in the shower and get all that insulation off of you.
What's your name?